Dads, when did your daughter's boyfriend finally win you over? I've been striking out with my daughter's boyfriends for 6 straight years. Kevin stole $20 from my wallet during Thanksgiving. Brad showed up wasted to my wife's birthday and puked on our carpet. Then there was Connor, who called me sir while dealing green grass to middle schoolers behind the 7-Eleven. So when my daughter Alyssa said she was bringing home her new college boyfriend for spring break, I braced for another disaster. His name's Alex, she announced, and he's different, Dad. Right, I'd heard that line before. Alex rolled up Friday afternoon in a beat-up Honda older than my daughter. He walked to our door with nervous energy and a firm handshake. Nice to meet you, Mr. Palos, he said, looking me dead in the eye. Most of her exes couldn't manage that much. Still, I'd learned not to trust good first impressions. During dinner, he was polite enough, asked about my work, complimented my wife's enchiladas, helped clear plates without being asked. He kept his phone in his pocket the entire meal. I found myself grudgingly impressed, but experience taught me the charming ones were usually the most dangerous. The turning point came 2 nights later. I was in the garage at midnight, wrestling with my motorcycle's stubborn carburetor because I couldn't sleep. Footsteps echoed behind me. I tensed up, not wanting company while I was covered in grease and ready to throw wrenches. Alex appeared in the doorway, looking sheepish. Sorry, Mr. Palos. Saw the light and thought you might need help. My dad and I used to work on bikes before he died. I know engines pretty well. Instead of awkward small talk, he rolled up his sleeves and actually knew what he was doing. We worked in comfortable silence for an hour. He handed me tools before I asked. When we finally got the engine purring, he didn't take credit, just smiled and said it felt good to work with his hands again. Next morning, I found my toolbox organized better than it had been in years, every socket in its place. A note read, "Thanks for letting me help," reminded me of working with my old man. But what really sealed the deal happened on their last day. My wife collapsed in the kitchen making breakfast. 1 second she was flipping pancakes. The next, she hit the floor hard, looked like a heart attack. Alyssa was screaming. I fumbled with my phone, hands shaking. Alex dropped to his knees beside my wife, checking her pulse with steady hands. He's an EMT, Alyssa sobbed. An EMT. I'd been so busy hunting for red flags, I never asked what he did for work. He kept my wife conscious and calm while we waited for paramedics, talking in that steady voice first responders use. At the hospital, Alex stayed 8 hours, even though his flight left that evening. Missed his connection. Paid extra to change his ticket. When I tried to reimburse him, he refused. Alyssa needed me here. That's what you do for family. While we waited for test results, Alex quietly handled everything I was too stressed to think about. Called Alyssa's work, picked up prescriptions, made sure we had food at home, even called my wife's sister with updates so I didn't have to repeat the story 20 times. My wife was fine, just exhaustion and low blood sugar. But Alex's response showed me everything about his character. When my family needed help, he stepped up without hesitation. Driving him to the airport the next day, Alex turned to me. "Mr. Palos, I love your daughter and plan to take care of her the way you've cared for your family. I'd like your permission to propose after graduation." I pulled over and stared at this kid who'd proven himself when it mattered most. After 6 years of losers and letdowns, my daughter found a keeper. "You have my blessing," I said. "They're getting married next summer." Alex already calls me dad.